Ooh, child, I didn't spell my name wrong. Look at me, I didn't spell my own name wrong on here. Good morning or afternoon, everybody. Welcome. I am actually in the office today and doing some work, and of course, you guys know that I am finishing strong. I had to stop for a week or so of my 30-day live challenge. This is now day 23, the 23rd live. And so as I'm in the office doing some work, I am going to chat with you guys while I get some things done, and I'll do some screen sharing, just kind of showing you guys some of the things that we do. Today, if we have not met, hey, let me know that you're here and if you can hear me. If we have not met, my name is Keandra Ward. I am the founder of the KWI Collective. We're a marketing, public relations, and media firm here in Tampa, Florida. I am also the founder of the Keystone Business Institute, which is an online school for entrepreneurs. We are excited to be back next year hosting classes. Hey, y'all. Hey. So today, I'm going to talk about a couple things. The first thing I wanted to discuss is really understanding your target market. So most of you know that I started off as a coach, a business coach. Really went into business development, helping people really understand the groundwork of their business, and that developed the school. I know as an educator, I love to teach, I love to train. And so that's how Keystone was birthed out of my coaching business. Realized that I wanted to do it on a different scale of knowledge and learning for people, and I wanted people to be able to see it from a different perspective versus from a coach. So that's where Keystone came. In the midst of that, I have always loved marketing. Marketing is something that it's just come naturally to me, and I've just enjoyed doing it. So and I didn't realize this, but at the time in college, I started off with in psychology, right? And so I had I was doing behavioral psychology and with children, and to be honest, um some of the reasons why the children behave the way they behave was because of their parents and the foolishness they were dealing with in their homes. And my aesthetic, I love kids, and I like justice. Like, don't do people wrong. Like, I can't stand it. So being in that atmosphere, watching these kids go through these things and knowing it's a result of a parent just not doing right, it didn't sit well with me. I was ready to meet the parent out in the parking lot after sessions and stuff. I was like my mentor and my instructor, I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do this because I'm gonna meet this girl. Is she serious? Is she serious? Is he serious? They doing this to these kids? Like, my mental, physical, and emotional, I was so drained. And this was just in school. So I was like, ain't no way I can do this for a living. I've been to hurt somebody, okay? By somebody's child. So my mentor at the time, he was like, well, you're really good at business or whatever. So he was actually my instructor, and he said, why don't you look into IO psychology, which is industrial organizational psychology? And simply that is understanding the client and employee behaviors in business. It's psychology. So the people that when you go to do a new job, when you go to a new job and they make you take that test, and the test is like, would you steal a pencil from work? And then they ask you like crazy questions. You're like, why are they asking these? That's kind of who we are and what we do. We write those tests. And I've done that for organizations. And so we look at the behavioral and communicative response of your employees and your audience, and we help you develop your communication strategies around that. So that's what IO psychology is. But I also realized I really like marketing. Like, I like the creating a campaign, understanding SEO, social media marketing. So I decided to go ahead and get my master's in digital marketing. So I went to school in 2018 to get my master's in digital marketing. So here we are today. Now, here's the thing. I did all that and still didn't focus on marketing. I was still trying to do business and do other things simply because it was just comfort. I made good money doing it, and it was very comfortable. And God was like, no, this is not the market that I want you to serve. So the first thing I had to do was kind of take a pause and really realize this isn't the market that he wants me to serve and how he wants me to serve it. And a friend of mine at the time was closing down her public relations firm, and she had two she had to fire some people. Well, I'm not going to say fire. She released them with a nice little chunk of change, to transition out. And so I said, well, she was like, but I really need the help. And I said, well, here, let's do this. It's something I want to learn for myself in my business. So why don't I work for you? You give me the knowledge. I help you close out your brand. So not only am I learning the PR side of this, I am also learning, I'm helping her close out her business successfully so that she actually sold it. I'm helping her with the transition of the sale. And so, we did that. And that's how I started doing PR for myself, getting myself in magazines, on TV, things like that. And I really did not, it wasn't something that I was looking to do for other people. I really wasn't even thinking about starting a marketing firm. It literally was something that God just kind of put me here. And he brought two amazing men in my life about almost 3 years ago that were literally like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we see, who we see you are and what we need you to do for us. One of them was PR, one of them was marketing with a little bit of PR. And I was like, well, I don't really do that for other people. If we do this, like, yeah, I don't really do that. So they were like, yeah, no, we're not taking no for an answer. This is what we're going to do. So I said, okay, and I did it. And I sought God, and here we are. The thing that I had to do was really look at who my target market was at the time. At the time, I was coaching, I was training, I was helping small businesses, and then looking at who my target market would be for marketing, PR, and media services. They are two stark different audiences. So with that, I had to train myself, one, to understand the difference between the two audiences. And two, I had to train myself to talk to my new audience versus being used to talking to my old audience. I hope that makes sense, right? So I had to really look at the distinctive factors of who my audience is now for my firm. What I realized is, for my marketing, public relations, and media firm, we help funded startups. That means they have a lump sum of funds to actually do the marketing, and we help corporations. Now, what that does is that X's out a lot of small businesses. It X's out a lot of the startup businesses or people who don't have strong funding efforts, which, understand, is my heart's posture. That's who I've always served, right? So understanding that, I said, okay, how do I make this work? What do I do? What do I do to help support that community? So with that being said, what we did, my team and I sat down and we talked about it, and we started the Backstage Pass community. Now, the Backstage Pass community is I'm not going to say but online, is a Facebook group that is complimentary here on Facebook, where I come in and I do short lives. We give tips, we give information. That is the only place that you can be able to schedule a one-on-one with me if you're in our elevated service within that group. It's the only place that I'm doing things in the coaching, mentoring type of aspect as it relates to marketing, PR, and media. It's the space where we help you to grow, to get to the place where you can afford to come over to the firm and hire us as a marketing, public relations, or media firm for your brand, right? So I didn't want to leave out the group of people that I've been serving and that has supported me all over through the years. But I also had to be very clear and identify who our client is in this new aspect and new realm. And that's the thing with change. A lot of times as entrepreneurs, we don't like to change. And we don't want people to think we're all that because we change. Well, change is good. Growth is good. And in order to be who you've been called to be and serve how you've been called to serve, you will have to make some changes. And it's really okay. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to make those changes and then realize that you have to, you still want to serve a different market, then you have to find a way of how to incorporate services or opportunities for the market that may not fit your core target market, the main target market that you service. Because honestly, the people that we actually service and how we target them, they're not even on Facebook like that. So we do alternative marketing for our actual clients and the people that are our true target market. And then here on Facebook, we do the things to service the group of people that is the market for the Backstage community. Now, I'm excited because the Backstage community is a complimentary community right here on Facebook. And inside that community, I give you tips, information. I'm going live tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm going to live. I'm giving 10 tips of how to prep your marketing for 2024. That's the only place you'll actually really see me doing stuff like that, is in that group. We have 2 experiences within that group. You can be a General Pass member. And as a General Pass member, it's complimentary. It's free. You come into the group. Here's the link down here, or just Google Backstage with the KWI Collective. Come on in, engage. I ask questions. I'll be doing stuff in there for them. But then if you're like, Keandra, I know that I am not ready to work with your firm, but I do need a more elevated experience with you all, then you can upgrade. And the only place you can find the link and get the access to upgrade is inside Backstage. You can upgrade to a front row pass member. And inside of that membership, as a front row pass member, that's where I may do 10 tips of how to prep your marketing for 2024 inside the group. But inside of the front row pass, it's extended. I'm actually talking to you specifically about your brand. I'm like, okay, let me help you map that out for, here's the key 10 tips, but now let's look at that for your brand. Anytime we'll talk about elevated pitching. So of course I'm going to talk about pitching inside the General Pass, but inside of the front row pass, when you elevate the experience, I'll actually talk to you about developing and curating the pitch for you, your brand, your product, right? Now, inside of that, I'm also going to post opportunities. So if I'm teaching you how to pitch yourself in there, when I see opportunities, I'll put it in there. Hey, here's a pitch opportunity. You guys take it for what it is. You know what to do. So there'll be a space in there where you can go and look at opportunities that have been posted that I get, that come across my email desk messaging all the time. People are asking me if I know somebody in different spaces. So I'm going to be posting those so that you can pitch yourself and teach you how to do that inside of that community. But I think it's important. It was important for me to really identify the different aspects of our target market and who we wanted to serve in this season of our lives, in this season of our brand, and really focus on serving those markets and serving them well. And so that's really where we are. I'm not at a place where I was like, all right, I just want to serve, our true target market and corporations and funded startups, and that's it, or funded brands. That's it, no, I want to be able to serve everybody else. And this is the best way that I could see fit, that doesn't take too much from where I am. Thank you. Appreciate you. That doesn't take too much from where I am and what I'm doing, but also allows me to really service those who I've always been called to serve and who have been such a major support. So with that, I said, all right, inside of there, I ask you questions. I'm always going to post motivation, think tank questions. Like, I really want you to begin to think, because creating and cultivating your marketing plan and marketing strategy is something that's going to grow as your business grows. It's something that's going to elevate as your business elevates. So I want you guys to think forward. Want you to think current and think forward. And inside of that group, we'll be doing that. We just kind of got started in there. And so the team and I have, we're meeting this week to really identify the things that we want to do to rev up in that community, and how we want to really build out that community and what we want that to look like. But one of the first things that I talked about to them, and I'm going to actually do a little sneak peek here for you guys as I'm working through something, is realizing, caveating into marketing. People say, you hear all the time, email lists are dead. Don't do email lists and blah, blah, blah. Listen, here's the thing. I'm never going to say that. You will never hear that from me. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why you will not hear that from me. The reason why you will never hear that an email list is dead for me is because where are you going to place the people that you meet outside of social media? Okay. So yes, they may become your fan, and they may like your Instagram page and all of those things. But what if Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, all these things who are owned by other people and other communities say, hey, now we want to charge $89.95 a month to use our platform. I mean, they may not, but what if they do? What if now you guys have all experienced at some point Facebook or Instagram shutting down and you not having access to your page? I remember not just this year someone didn't have access. It was something that went on with Instagram and people were going crazy, right? And so now you don't have access to the market of people that you've been called to market to, because that content, those likes, their information is actually owned by someone else. Now, when someone opts into your email list, you own that email list. That's your way of communicating with them. That's your way of contacting them if no other way works. You know what I'm saying? That's them. And the great thing about an email list, that's them saying, hey, I'm telling you that I want to be a part. They're actually putting in their information to be a part of your email list, which that is what we call a hot lead. That is this is somebody that's like, I am interested in engaging with you and your information. So a lot of people always ask me, all right, well, how do I make landing pages? What app or platform do you use to collect your emails? I've actually went through. We had an email list of about 1,000 people, a little over 1,000 people, and I actually went, and it's actually half of that now because I went through and really determined who was our true target market in this season for what we're doing. And I deleted some people because it was null and void for some of the things that we had our email list. So people ask me all the time, getting back to it, what company do I use? I use a company called GetResponse. I've been using GetResponse for years. I am a creature of habit. I'm the type of person that any type of brand that you see me promote or say that I use, understand that I have been working with that company for years. And I have watched them grow. I saw potential in them when they didn't have everything and talk to them. Now, I'm that type of person. I get on the phone, I ask questions. Where are you trying to go with your brand? I see this is new. What are you doing? How are you going? So with GetResponse, I really got on the phone with them, and they answered a lot of my questions back in the day. It's been maybe 5 or 6 years that I've been with GetResponse. And I have seen them grow substantially. The services that we're requesting, they're getting it. You know, they're the things that we need to grow our list. They're asking us, they're doing questionnaires, and they're growing, and I've been able to grow with the organization. And so that's what I use. I know there are other email marketing apps out there, and you can definitely use those, but GetResponse is just one that I use. Now, I tell people all the time, in marketing, if you use a product and they have an affiliate program, there is no reason why you should not become an affiliate. Okay. I'll make sure these links are posted in the chat as well, after the show, or in the copy up top. But there's no reason why you should not be an affiliate of a program and service that you use. I am an affiliate of GetResponse. Here's one of the things that I do. If you say, Keandra, I'm looking for an email marketing platform to utilize, but I'm not real good tech savvy. If you use my link and get your and start your I don't know why I can't even talk today, y'all. So I'm just excited. And start your process, I guess, with them, and start your company with GetResponse using my link. Then what I will do is I'll give you a 1-hour getting started session, which I usually charge $125 for a back end. Most people know I'm a back end strategist. So we set up email marketing campaigns and structures for people. We set up client relation and CMO structures for people as well. But if you do that, I will then have a 1-hour session with you and really help you get started on the back end of GetResponse for your organization so that you can begin building your list. But some people asked me about a landing page, and I'm going to go ahead and show the back of mine, and we're going to go ahead and create a landing page today. So a landing page is a page that you would utilize to gather the information that you need. You need a landing page to gather the name, email, telephone number, whatever information that you need for your email list. When creating a landing page, you have to, the first thing I tell people to do is determine, when you have lists, you can have varied amounts of lists. So I have a list for Keystone Business Institute inquiries. I have a list for Keandra Ward International inquiries. If I am at an event and I'm going to be offering something, I have a list for that so that I know that these people came from that event. You can create as many lists as you want inside the platform, right? So the first thing you want to identify when you are looking to create your landing page is, who is this landing page going to be for? Is it for my website? Is it going to be for an event list? Things like that. Know the list of people. And is this a list that I already have curated, or do I need to start a new list for this landing page so that the information that they put into the landing page goes into this list of people, so that when I do send emails, content, and information, it goes to that direct set of people. All right. So we're going to go ahead and create a landing page. This is the back end of GetResponse. Now, what I like about it is real inclusive and very easy. They make it very easy for you to look at, figure out what you're going to create. The quick action section, you can create a form, a newsletter, a landing page. You want to add a contact to your list. Maybe you met somebody, you can add them directly without a landing page. Create an autoresponder. Autoresponder lists are those lists of emails that are pre-generated, so that when someone comes into your email list, they, for maybe 30 days, 15 days, 10 days, get a sequence of emails. Those are called autoresponders. So think about when you opt into someone's email and then all of a sudden you're getting an email from them every day for a particular amount of time, or every other day. That's them preset emails that they've already curated for you as a welcome to their email list. And then you can create email ad campaigns and things in here as well. So we're just going to go straight to creating a landing page. Now, here's the thing. With so many apps tapping into the power of AI, I knew that it would not be long before our email marketing systems began to do the same thing as well. So you now have the option of building the landing page using a ready-made template, or using an AI-powered builder in GetResponse, which is really cool. And I'm going to kind of tap into both a little bit. So if you're using the AI-powered, it's going to ask you, what field are you in? It's going to ask you to describe your product and service. It's going to then ask you a couple more questions, and it'll literally build the opt-in for you based off of the information that you already have in there. And then you can go in and edit it per your choice. Or you can use a ready-made template. They have thousands of templates in here that can be categorized by what industry you're in. If you're in fitness, books and literature. So say you got a new book coming out and you wanted to create a landing page for the book. I'm going to use the template as for my example today, just because it'll be easier for me to kind of get through and show you guys. So let's just use this template. So you go in, you use a template, you put all of your information in. The thing that I love about this is it is very easily edited. So you can go in here, edit the image, click on here to replace it. You can place it to whatever image you have. It could be your files. It could be anything. You see, I have my logo in here, so we'll go ahead and change that. Of course, you can change the colors, do all that, change your copy text, your about me. You can go ahead and put in here what the book is about. Now, what I like too is that if you don't need some of these things, you can delete it. This is just a template to give you something to start with. So if you have more than one book, you can create a landing page and say, hey, here are all the books that I have under my brand, just so that, you can just kind of see who I am and what I do. If you are only promoting one book, you can delete all these little sections and do that. Then here is the landing page information. Get access. How much is it? What is it, an ebook? Put bullet points for, you can put the bullet points here for what the book, the value. Now, your bullet points and value is going to always be important in anything that you're doing, because you have to show your intended audience why you need it, why they need it, why they want it, and how it would help them move forward in life. It's always going to be the what's in it for them, what's in it for them. Okay. Then the sign up form is automatically on here. You can go in here and edit the sign up form and add fields to it. So what I like about GetResponse, they make it pretty easy. You can add custom fields if you want to add the phone number on there. You can also add, if that field is required, you'll see it'll have the asterisk here if it's a required feature. Because if you do, as far as your telephone number, text messaging, and mobile marketing is actually something that is extremely, extremely hot and valuable right now. I know that getting those text reminders sometimes really does help me. So think about the platform and the person that you are connecting with, and do you want to stay abreast of what they're doing in real time? So that's where mobile marketing comes in. So a lot of times if I am opted into your email list, it's, for me, I don't opt into everybody's email list. So if I'm opting into your email list, it is because I am really truly interested in what you're doing, how you're doing it, why you're doing it, and moving up into understanding whatever your expertise is. And so I'm probably going to put my telephone number in there, because I do want to know real time when you're going live or when you have some things going on, just in case I missed it in an email, because of course we get trillion billion emails, and just in case I missed it on social media. All right. So then if we take that, and let's just say you filled out all the information here, you can always change your design, success view. Where do you want the person, after they have opted into your email, where do you want them to go? Do you want them to be redirected to a external page on your website? You can do blinded pages on your website that thank them, they give them a free offer or something like that, or take them to a video, things like that. Or would you like them to, let me see, they could do, let me see, what else could they do? Or it could go to, it doesn't have to go to an external website. It can actually go to a GetResponse page, a second page on GetResponse that says, thank you, and here's what to expect type of email. You've gotten that as well. So once you do all that, the one thing I always tell people is always check your mobile view. Up here, most apps will have the ability for you to preview the mobile view. So you want to check your mobile view to make sure it's aligned and it will look right if someone is tapping into your landing page or website from their phone or tablet. Once you take that, you may have to do some moving around, do your edits and stuff on there. Then you can press continue. Now, here's where it gets important, and here's where I feel that people need to make the most effort in understanding what they're using this list for, or what they're using this landing page for. You always want to name it. This will help you keep track. This name is internal, only you will be able to see that. Then you want to have your list. What contact list? Remember, we talked about the list in the beginning. What contact list is going to receive this email? Or what contact list is this landing page information going to? Okay. So when a person opts in using their name, email, and telephone number, what list do you want them to go to? I have several lists. I got all kind of lists. From event lists, from course lists, things like that. Do you want them the opt-in confirmation email? I always say yes, simply because you just want to confirm that, have them click the link and say, yes, they confirm to opting into your email list for security, safety, and legal purposes. All right. Do you want them now? You can also, remember I told you have autoresponders. Do you want them to be added to an autoresponder cycle that you already have for this list? I'm going to say no for this one. This is just a landing page for my book, and I may create an autoresponder for the book. If I do, then I would, but for this, we'll say no. You can do the favicon. That's the little icon that's usually up here of your logo when they go into the web. Show the cookie banner. The website uses cookies. I always do that, legal purposes, things like that. Now, here's another aspect of Get Response that I like. There's a lot of integrations. There's a chat. If you upgrade your profile, you can use a Get Response chat. So if they hit your landing page and they have some general questions, they can type into your chat and you can answer them real time from your phone. Or if you have a team that can answer your chat during, business hours, you can do that. You can look at your analytics and remarketing strategies. You can always analyze who, what, when, where, and why. I think anytime you're doing anything with marketing, you need to have an analytics component. You want to see how many people are logging into or tapping into that link. Where are they coming from? How long are they staying on pages? Are they opting in? Those things. So you always want to add the analytic component to what you're doing, right? So if you have Google Analytics, you can always add your analytic ID, things like that. And if you, I would always say, I just always say, marketing is about analyzing. If you don't have a way to analyze the effectiveness of what you're building, then it becomes null and void. So you want to be able to analyze because you want to see if your market is engaging with it. Do they like it? Do they need it? Should we change it? You can do push notifications, things like that. And of course, you want to always have your correct business information. Then let's say this is going to be my test one. And with Get Response, they always give you a free domain. You can actually purchase a domain and add your domain here. So if say you have a book that's called tangible.com could be the link that takes them to your landing page versus a Get Response link. You can do that. Or you can have a link on your website. You could, KeandraWard.com/tangible. You know what I'm saying? You could use another domain other than the domain that they give you, but they do offer you free domains if you don't want to do that. Then you go ahead and publish it. And when you publish it, it tells you that it's active. If you have a domain, you can go ahead and now connect your own domain here, and then it'll show up here. And this is the URL link that is published for your book, for your landing page. This link, you can then take this link and place it. You can post it. You can place it on your website. You can do so many things with the link. It's up to you on what you're looking for and how you want to utilize the landing page. So when you're developing your landing page, it's also going to be important to really identify how you're using it, how you're using the landing page, where will it be placed, who is it for, what's the purpose of the landing page, because you can then utilize it and place it on your website. Let me see if I have. Let me show you guys an example of that on our website so you can kind of see. I'll show you guys. Let's say, let's just go here. All right, so on our website, we're using our 17 hats. We'll use our 17 hats one, but I'll show you guys from, let me stop sharing and share from another screen so you guys can see. Share from another window. Let's do here. All right, so I'm going to go to my actual website and show you guys how we have added the link to a landing page on our website. You can do one of two things. You can integrate your link to your landing page on the website so that when it comes, let me just actually share my screen so I can show you. You can do one of two things with the link, right? You can put like a book now link on your website, and that'll take you to that landing page and that link, right? Or you can actually have the landing page come up. And I think we have that on Keystone. Let me see. Or you can integrate it where the landing page actually comes up on the website here on this page. So here's a landing page that we created. And instead of going to a link, you can actually, we integrated it into the website and you can see the landing page with the information that we're requesting from this particular party right here on the page. So you have two options of how you can post and utilize the link and the domain for your landing pages, whether it's on your website or off of your website. If you just want to have the name of your book.com type of situation and people go to your landing page like that, or if you want to have it on your website. Now, here's a suggestion that this is me. I utilize it both ways, but my goal, if I'm developing a full website, I want to drive traffic to my website. So I'm always going to have the link on a page on my website, and I'm going to drive them to my website. Why? Because I do other things than just what I'm talking to you about. So I want you to go to my website so that you can see everything else that I do. Because although you may be coming for my book, you may need some marketing services that you didn't even know you needed until you got to my website and realized, hey, I need that. You know what I'm saying? So that I always try to drive people back to my website with my landing pages, but there are times where I have just used a landing page to generate to capture the emails and information that I want from the people that I'm talking to at the moment. So I definitely hope that this has helped. I said I wanted to be on here about 45 minutes today to explain to you guys who we are, what we're doing, and how I am targeting and connecting with our target market, and how here at the KWLI Collective, we do have two target market factors that we connect with. As I stated in the beginning, we have corporations, funded startups, and funded brands who actually have the budget and influx for marketing, hiring a marketing firm. And then for those who do not, we have the Backstage Pass community. And in this community, it's a complimentary community right here on Facebook where you can come in. We'll give you tips and information and everything around those three things: marketing, public relations, and media. And then we'll bring in experts, to talk about other things as it relates to, oh, good. I'm so glad. We'll bring, experts in there. But then if you want an elevated experience, say you're not at a place where you can hire us as a full marketing firm, but you still know you need a little bit more than the basics, right? Then you can elevate inside of our network, inside of our Backstage Pass community, to a front row seat member. And inside there, that's where it's a little bit more group one-on-one working and really delving into your brands and helping you there. I just couldn't see myself changing my target market totally and Xing out the people that have always been supporting me and that I love to serve. I just had to find a way that we could serve you guys without being so taxing and still be able to do it in decency, in order, and effectively. All right. So I definitely hope that this has helped. If you have not, I'll make sure that I post the links for everything for Get Response and our Backstage Pass. Join us in the community. It's complimentary. If you want to upgrade while you're in there, you definitely can do that. But at least come in, check us out, connect. Now, I'm going to give y'all the caveat. If you're going to be in there, I need y'all to engage. I need you to share, comment. Because how can you meet other people? How can you build community if you do not engage? I don't want any look-a-hoors. I don't want anybody just sucking information and not giving back. And giving back is engaging. Giving back is sharing. Giving back is opting into opportunities when we ask you to come on as an expert because we see you're in the group and you have an expertise that we know the group would need. Those are the things that we're looking for. We want to be able to showcase, share, and build an active community. All right. So definitely hope that this has helped you. I hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday, and I'll talk to you soon.